This whole week, and let's face it, pretty much this entire criminal trial that Donald Trump is experiencing in Manhattan right now has not gone his way. It has been very bad. He has gotten in trouble with the judge on multiple occasions, and we have had many corroborating witnesses, that have basically confirmed all of the sordid details that Donald Trump has basically been denying, including some rather grotesque admissions from Stormy Daniels during her testimony on Tuesday. And as such, Donald Trump is, understandably to a degree, angry. He is so angry that he even went and cited NBC News, a network that he hates, for saying that there is no smoking gun in this case. So here's what happened. Tuesday morning on the Today Show, you had NBC senior legal correspondent Laura Jarret say this. The challenge for prosecutors is there is no smoking gun. There is no email. There is no tape that can actually prove the former president's intent. And so, unless he gets on the stand and is cross-examined and something explosive happens, they really don't have a way to actually prove that part of the case. And sure, it's true that intent is a big part of this, right? If you're going to have criminal liability, you got to have the intent. So you've got to prove that Donald Trump had the intent to deceive, and right now there is no smoking gun. I'll get more to that in a minute, but Donald Trump seized on these comments, got on Truth Social, spell check be damned, and wrote this. NBC Today Show, the challenge is there is no smoking gun. No email or tape to prove the president's intent. They don't have a way to prove that. Thank you to NBC Fake News, one of the worst in the business. So here's what I love about your little claim here. First of all, smoking gun. Donald Trump has repeatedly, for years now, misspelled the word smoking. He always puts smocking, no smoking gun. Now, it's not like the word smoking is very difficult to spell, right? There's no trick letters in there. Not to mention the fact that there are literally no smoking signs all across the country, all across the planet. So, you walk into a restaurant, you walk into a bar, you walk into an airport, you're going to see the word smoking. So it's not like it's a word he doesn't come across probably on a regular basis. There is no reason for this man, years and years and years, to keep misspelling this word. But let's get to that smoking gun. There is no smoking gun, is there? The NBC legal correspondent said so. And that is the opinion of a legal correspondent. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's happening. After all, we do have legal correspondents on Fox News who say that this case shouldn't even be happening. Is there a smoking gun in this case that proves Donald Trump's intent? I would say, yeah. There's 34 of them. And those would be the 34 documents that Donald Trump signed to falsify the business records. So yeah, there's not one smoking gun, there's 34 of them. Like, I don't know what else you need. Also, this is an important thing to remember. Laura Jarret and all of these other legal experts, I'm not trying to single her out, but she is the one who said that. They all have access to the same set of data and information and evidence that you have and that I have. They don't have access to everything that the New York District Attorney's Office has. So to go out there and say that there is no smoking gun is quite a premature argument to make when you haven't seen all the evidence. So perhaps there is more context there. I did not see the whole clip. I've only read that quote. So maybe she did provide that. And if so, my apologies. But at the same time, you can't make blanket statements like that when you don't have access to all the evidence. You don't know what those prosecutors are sitting on. They've come out with some pretty shocking information that none of us knew about so far. So I'm willing to bet they wouldn't be bringing this case at all if they didn't think they were able to prove intent. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.